Afternoon, boys and girls. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to run through how to create a frame of some description. Right, so we're just going to use a quick example here. Creating a frame using a set of tools within the Assembly tab called Frame Generator. Okay, so if you go into Open, go into New, and you go to into Assembly. Alright, so we're looking for the standard MM and we'll create that. This is what you'll see. Okay, so our first protocol here is to take our previously drawn frame and pop it into this assembly. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll click on place, we'll work our way through, we'll go into frame here. Alright, and we'll do frame. So that's our previously drawn sketch. I'm going to drop that in. As you can see, it's been extruded. I only want one of those, so I'm going to right click on the screen and press OK. I'll swing that around so we can see it from different sides. Alright, so this is a sketch that I've drawn previously, and you can check the other video on how to create that. Now I've extruded this as what's called a surface extrusion. Now, you can use solid extrusion, but I've used surface just so we can see through it basically. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come along to my next tab, which says Design, and you'll see there's an icon that says Insert Frame. I'm going to click on that, and I'll get a dialog box open here. Now I'm just going to move that sketch just over a bit so we can see. Now obviously you can zoom in if it's a bit easier for you to see. And what we'll see here is this dialog box. We've got a set of different standards that we can choose from. Now we're international guys, so we'll always choose our ISO. And when you have a look here, you can see the actual type of frame member, right, or the form of supply that would go in if we selected one of these areas. But what we're going to do is we're just going to change that. Commonly we make frames out of things like hollow section, square hollow section, circular hollow section is one, but we're just going to use the square hollow section in this case. Now you see there's a couple of different options for the square hollow sections. We're just going to choose this top one. We'll talk about different types of sections at a different point. I choose that. And what we'll see is we've got now a square in here. Alright. Now how big do we want that square to be? Then we can make a decision on that, and you can see it goes all the way up to 400 by 400, which is a massive bit of material. So for a frame we're just going to go for 40 by 3. I'm going to keep it as mild steel, although if we did want to change it to someone else then we could. We'll keep it as the material appearance, but if we wanted to change the appearance of it we could do that as well. Alright. Now the orientation tab we've got, if we want to rotate the section or we want to offset it, then we can do that within here, but we're just going to, again, we're going to keep this nice and simple and nice and easy. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select where I want these frame members to go. I'm going to select that point, I'm going to do that point, a little bit slow here, do that one. Now you can flick your mouse around all of this. We're just going to keep it nice and steady, nice and simple just now, and I'm going to apply that. And what that's going to do is going to insert frame members along those axes that we've highlighted. I'm going to apply that. Now each of these frame members is an individual file, so we'll ask you, do you want to save all these as an individual file in the same place as you've set up your previous sketch? And then the answer to that is yes. We'll OK that. So there we can see we're starting to get a frame together. Now, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to change the size of the section that goes in there. In actual fact, I'm going to change it to a rectangular hollow section. I'm going to change the size. I'm going to make it make it 50 by 50 by 3. So I'll select that one. Again, being a little bit slow, temperamental, but we'll zoom in so we can see. As you can see there, we've got a slightly different shape. I'm going to choose there. I'm going to do all of these base ones. There we go, and we can swing this around, have a look. We'll click apply. We'll locate that. And there we go. Now I'll cancel that. Now, again, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to switch the visibility of this frame off. And then we can actually see our frame here. Alright, we can zoom in. Now there are various different what we call end treatments to finish this off, which will be demonstrated in a different video. But what we've got there is, we've got a frame that's been created from a previously drawn sketch. We've got some different size members, and it's looking pretty good at this point. Okay.